35 years ago, I had a horrible accident, which is I lost a wife and a son. But I survived. It was a miracle for me to survive. But I was burned half of my body and my right leg completely destroyed. The nerve is gone, no feeling, nothing at all. I spent 1 year in the hospital, 15 surgery, graft, tried to restore the nerve in my leg, but in vain, did not work. So I went to medical school, I studied, I graduated as a doctor, hoping that with my knowledge I can take care of my leg. I tried all kind of medicine, all kind of treatment, all kind of therapy, friends of mine, but in vain. I did not have no feeling in my leg. My leg turned black, color black. I could not even walk properly, not even driving. And I lost completely the feeling in my lower part of my leg. And it's always been swelling, cold. So I tried with 5 tablets, 10 tablets, 20 tablets I started. And I took IG6, I took oxygen aerobic. And suddenly one day, she was rubbing my leg after coming from the clinic. She's putting cream on the lower part of my leg. And suddenly I jumped. I'm surprised. I had a feeling in my leg. She said, "What's wrong with you?" She said, "I can feel your hand rubbing the cream on my lower part of my leg." She said, "Impossible. Let's try again." And she did. And after 2 months, I started walking properly. I started feeling my leg again. The color of my leg changed back to normal as a pink. No more swelling, and the feeling of my leg no more cold. So 35 years of suffering. It took me 6 months to take care of the problems through Elkin concept.
What I have learned from biology lessons is that the use of drug no doubt is effective in the short term, but may cause harmful side effects to the human body. According to experts, our body metabolism is normal when the cells in our body are nourished adequately, oxygenated sufficiently, and detoxified regularly. Besides, it is also important to have a healthy thinking mind. 5 years ago, my mother was diagnosed with colon cancer and had to undergo chemotherapy. We were shocked to hear the news, as she had been leading a healthy lifestyle all the while. The doctor explained that the cancerous cells had been latent in her body since she was young. What was worrying was the emphasis by the doctor that the use of drugs were only meant to control the spread of the cancerous cells, but not the cure of it. Fortunately, I discovered Elkin's MRT concept. I embraced this concept and let my mother consume all the necessary Elkin products in this concept. After 6 months, my mother's cell condition had greatly improved. Even until today, the doctor also concurred that her health is better than an average person, and we are relieved to hear that. What has made me realize is that maintaining a good health should begin when you are young. Hence, understanding Elkin's MRT concept is a key to having a good health.
Hi, my name is Benjamin Lim. I'm a graduate from the University of Iowa, United States. I worked in one of the biggest pharmaceutical companies in the industry for the past 10 years as a sales manager. I was trained to read clinical papers which need to be detailed to medical doctors and pharmacists. Therefore, my mentality is very much focused on evidence-based medicines. I would only accept to take those products which are safe with high percentage of efficacy. I got to know Elkin from my wife, who passed me a book with proper scientific information, especially on spirulina. Subsequently, I have a chance to ask one of the gastroenterologists who was a visiting medical professor from the United States on colostrum. He gave me a very good feedback on the use of colostrum, thus boost up my confidence in Elkin's ability to choose and to sell quality products again. Furthermore, some of my friends who suffered from gastritis and duodenal ulcer for many years also healed from their diseases after taking Elkin products, especially Elkin spirulina. Elkin advocates on MRT, which is a concept that sounds simple but largely neglected by many in the society. I'm quite impressed with this MRT concept, as it really works for many patients who suffer even terminal diseases.
Hi, I'm S.C. Chia. I'm a chemical engineer from the University of Malaya. Before joining Elkin, I was employed as a regional vice president of an American multinational company in charge of the Asia Pacific region. I'm very fortunate to learn the concept of molecular reform therapy. Before knowing this concept, I was a strong believer of food supplements. In fact, I've been consuming food supplements for nearly 20 years. Although I felt I was healthy, but I was really not in optimum health. But by applying this elegant Mrt concept, after 3 years, I'm now in the pink of health. In fact, I have managed to avoid seeing the doctor in the past 3 years.
Hi, my name is Winnie Chu. I come from Sandakan, Sabah. I graduated from the University of Malaya with a degree in Science with Education in 1993. And in UM, I had the privilege to study about spirulina in the botanical department. So after that, I went back to Sabah and became a teacher for 5 years. During those times in varsity years, I have the privilege to learn about spirulina in the botanical department. So when I started teaching, a friend of mine introduced to me spirulina through Elkin. And I said, hey, I learned about spirulina before. And I was very interested with it because of the nutrient of spirulina as a plant food. And during those years, actually, I suffered from a few illnesses. For example, I have gastritis for 15 years, and I have migraine and PMS for about 12 years. I used to suffer from very unbearable pain, and then I have to take painkiller. I sometimes would vomit. Otherwise, I couldn't work because I'm a teacher. And I also have one problem, which is air sickness. I will normally vomit every time I fly, even though it's only a 40-minute flight. So when my friend introduced me with the Mrt concept, I started taking the Elkin spirulina, the SCC 250, and also I did the guasa exercise on myself. And within 1 wonderful month only, 1 month, all my illnesses disappeared. After today, it's been 8 years. I never stopped taking Elkin's product. And regarding my air sickness, I even took a 10-hour flight and I never even vomit even one time.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Gu. I've been a retail pharmacist for about 5 years. The role of my profession is to ensure the proper usage of medicine, as well as to promote, maintain, and restore the health and well-being of the community. To me, maintaining good health is everyone's responsibility, and prevention of disease is always better than cure. Most of the chronic diseases, such as heart disease, cancer, diabetes, and etc., are caused by improper diet, lack of exercise, accumulations of toxins in the body, unhealthy lifestyle, and environmental pollution. Actually, most of these diseases are preventable. For the past few years, I myself have tried Mrt and applied it in my daily life. And I find that some of my problems like menstrual cramp, constipation, and also sinus have improved so much. I strongly recommend molecular reform therapy, which is a simple, natural, and non-drug therapy, but yet highly effective self-managed therapy for everyone.
My name is Patrick Tseng. I'm a CPA and currently a remisier. I used to consume a nutritionist product for the past few years. However, I didn't feel much better after consuming them. And therefore, to me, I feel that if we fall sick, consult doctor and that's help. Since I came to know about Elkin, and after consuming the Mrt product, I found myself much more energetic and I hardly fall sick. And because of that, I believe that the paramount importance of health is to take care of our body cells consisting of 60 billion of them. And if a healthy cell will lead to a healthy body. In the past, I've suffered from bladder irritants, and since consuming or since drinking BioPure RO, I've been 100% perfect. And in addition to that, I hardly consult doctors since then.